Dude. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What's up, G? Yeah, that went swimmingly. How are you feeling? I am feeling. I watched for like 5 minutes, then took a nap. Yeah, that's pretty much yeah. Double stream, yes, Mochi. 2 in 1 day, yes. 2 streams in a day. Streaming legend. There have been 3 streams in 1 day before? Yeah, that's true. What's up, Link? What's up, Steggy? Are you okay? Yeah. That was wild. That was most certainly a thing that happened. I'm lurking on Velky's stream since some friends wanted to play Roblox. You're good. So true. I'm not lying when I say it went a lot better than I expected given the lines we gave you. Well, I mean, I don't think the lines were the problem as much. Stream Princess Tycoon. Solid stream content. What's up, Radius? What's up, what's up? Freaking double stream. What's your opinion on EP car? That is an EP ass car. Not much. How about you? Yeah, I'm alright. All's well. Honestly, a Princess Tycoon stream sounds kind of funny sometimes. Like that could really be something. Enjoy the lyric link. Also, to the people asking, I'm good. I'm all good. I'm just a bit mellow. It's quite quiet. Yeah, I know. It's double stream. People don't know how to act, I guess. Who knows you doing good? Yeah, I'm doing alright. What's up, Mischievio? So funny though. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. The EP car is awoken? Hell yeah. It was only a matter of time. Never mind, she fell back asleep. To be expected. To be entirely expected. EB. Out of curiosity, you still interested in the scheme I made the other day? Yeah. It'll take some time, but I don't see why not. What's up, Kane? How you doing? Dealing with 100k packages, but managed to see the date. Nice. Well, I hope it's all going well. Is this just the app? Are you playing a game? Probably playing a game. Should have the map of the area done in a little bit. Let me know where you'd want me to send it. I'll send you a friend request. There you go. Pick one magic girl nose or another cat girl nose. Another cat girl nose. Classic. Absolute classic. You sound so deflated. What do you mean? I'm just a bit mellowed out. Or I'll start like power wash sim, I guess. Holy moly, double stream? You bet your ass. Sorry for the TTS that called you no seam, and that was not on purpose, I promise. That was not a that was not a problem at all. It's kind of funny. To be honest, I think that was miles better than anything else that had happened 5 minutes previously or 5 minutes after. It was funny, but I felt bad. You shouldn't. There's no reason to. Nah, that's alright, Mischievio. I was probably bound to go that way from the start. You don't gotta worry about it. What happened to this place? Dude? Wasn't even a bad date. You did good. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. The awkward humor was awesome. Thank you. I'm happy that you guys seem to like enjoy yourselves. That's good. Good to hear. Damn, I don't have any of this. You seem very depressed right now. I'm just mellow. I'm good. Trust me, if I was depressed, I would not be streaming. What's up, Alec? Meow man. Browsing an online shop for teas to buy before calling it a day. That's sick. Shout out to Tees. I saw your stream. Nice. For the record, guy, I was... There was some of it that wasn't, like, a bit. Because I was incredibly unprepared. Even with everything. But most of, like, the stuttering and, like, awkward humor was... Most of it was, like, a bit. Just to clarify. The day went well, man. Thank you. Which parts were not a bit? I don't know. I just kind of saw it as one big thing. It's hard to really pinpoint parts that were or weren't a bit. Especially considering I practically live in the bit anyway. So sometimes it's hard for me to tell. But generally, I think it's safe to say that a good amount of it was played up to an extent. No, the guy was not a part of the bit. I don't know who that was. But honestly, given how the whole thing was going and how people were receiving, like, you know, that particular type of comedy, I think that was probably for the better. Considering I don't think people were receiving my bits very well. Like, I just don't think it's for them. Probably not. I don't know. Would you be fair enough if I give you booba? Yeah, I would rather have no NSFW in the server, please. Thank you. If it's just a character. Oh, are you talking about like the cat girl? I don't really. Yeah, you can do that if you want. Just as long as it's not like overly explicit. When you brought up the awkwardness, I was like, oh, this is a bit. Yeah. There was a certain amount of just like playing it up. Because at the end of the day, like Velky and I are like we're friends. So it's like the main thing that was making me nervous was just the fact that I was in front of 200 people who were a lot of them were very clearly not like entirely receptive to what I was doing. And they were also not very willing to go with the flow. Which, I mean, that's on me, I guess. Because it's hard to read the room when the room is behind a screen. Should have brought out the anime voice, that would have been funny. I forgot how to do most of anything. At a certain point. Like, any joke I would have made was just... It felt like anything that I would have said or done would have been shot down, so it's like, okay. I'll just drop it. If it helps, I was trying to be your wingman. You're good, man. it's really not that deep, and I appreciate it. Yeah. Because it was also like I couldn't just talk to him. I couldn't just have a conversation with him. Because due to how busy he's been, that was the first time I even really like talked to him properly in a while. So it was like, even if I were to just ask him about the subathon and be cool, then it's like, oh, this isn't a date, this is really awkward, this is like not what I signed up for. So it's like I tried to truck it along in like a way that I thought was funny, but you know, humor is subjective. Kind of made myself look like a bit of a fool, I think. Which is a great first impression. You and Velky have two different styles of humor. Not entirely. It's just that I think... No, because, like, Velky and I's humor is very similar. And, like, for example, on the Popcast, like, if you've listened to any episodes of the Popcast, you'll see that there's not as big of a gap as maybe you're thinking there is. I do definitely think Velky has a better way of adapting his humor to his audience than I do, because it's his audience. It's not my audience. I don't know what the hell they're thinking. I don't know their style of humor. Like his chat, you know? I think that'll be the first and last time. Still was awesome though, thank you. I mean, no, I'm chilling, Mischievio. Like, it is what it is. Not everyone has the same sense of humor as me. I mean, if you said you're okay, just mellow. I want you to know that you did very good. As an Oshel, I can say I'm proud of you. Thank you, Alec. You live and you learn, right? How the hell am I supposed to get in here? Am I not supposed to? Am I just supposed to clean it from the outside? That's kind of stupid. I guess that's what we're supposed to do. No, you're clearly not supposed to do that at all. Get on the van. Okay, that's clearly not really what you're supposed to do. I can't even let you in to do the job for real. What kind of bullshit is that, man? What's going on here? I'm gonna go for now. I won't be able to catch regular streams. That's alright. No problem, Welding. It's good seeing you when you're around. Bye, Welding. How are you guys doing today, though? I haven't been able to ask very much about you guys, at least compared to usual, just because, you know, was prepping for that, and yeah. This mission's kind of bad. It is. Finished putting up the finishing touches on this planning map I had for this game. My apologies for the ping if you hear it. No, I have streaming mode on, so I don't hear pings. I appreciate your concern for it, though. I'm doing alright. That's good. I'm doing bad, but it's okie dokie. Well, I hope you get better. Doing alright. How are you? Well, yeah, I'm alright. Not doing bad. Sitting here watching my streamer. I hope you're enjoying yourself. By the way, I had other ideas for the date as well. Like, I wanted to take him to this other area. Like, I had a whole other map that I was going to take him to. That was going to be like where the date would end. It was really pretty. I liked it a lot. What did it look like? It was like a winter sort of like, it was like I wouldn't call it a park, but it was like a sort of winter wooded area that had a campfire and like tents and stuff. And like the northern lights were in the sky. It was really pretty. It was like such a good place to like end a day. When you get VR, you should take us there. If I get VR. It's gonna take a long time to get VR because I honestly need to get a new PC first and then worry about VR afterwards. Otherwise, I had a pretty good day. Finally got to live up to my role as homosexual by caulking up this home we're restoring at the moment. Hell yeah. You love to hear it. I'm glad you were able to caulk up the home. This is just the worst. Like, oh, imagine you're having to power wash, but it's through a fence. And you have to buy an extension that is that is longer than the actual like pressure washer itself. This mission sucks. It does. I don't like it. The extension costs more than job is even giving you, right? I think if you tried pressure washing stuff in real life, all the windows could get broken. That's true, yeah. Bye, Link. See you around. Favorite bit about the day was the car guy bit. Yeah, that was kind of funny. I keep wanting to just use this nozzle. Keep forgetting I need to use the extra long fucking cooked ass fucking designer brand extension. This guy really hates the extension. It's cooked as hell. He's a car guy, yeah. He works on cars. That's true. And I live by that. Genuinely, I think it's incredible. Like the only part of the date that was unplanned was like the good part of it. It was like the takeaway from it. I think that's kind of funny. Nice. I don't know why I laughed so much at that bit. So funny to me. I'm glad to hear it. Finally, this dumb mission is done for real. Done the drawing and my car is yelling at me, as per usual. What if instead of nose man he was chill man? Instead of yapping he yaps but quieter? True. Imagine. That would suck. Who gets even more chilly might be Sleep Man. It's on the roster. Sleepy? Me too. Imagine if Noseman did do a sleep stream. I was gonna do that. Like there was a goal for the Donathon that was a sleep stream. And I was 100%, I was like ready to do that. I forget what the goal for that was, but we were I think we had just reached the date night with Velky goal. Sleep stream was 2K, was it? That's crazy if I was asking that much for it. Then again, I was really... like not doing financially great at the time, so that makes sense, I guess, why I would do that. Like, damn, expecting anybody to get me to that much. I checked the goals Imager link. Okay. He was mentally prepared for the sleep stream. I was, yeah. I was ready. Maybe I'll do it sometime just for like the fuck of it. I think that'd be cool. It'd have to be when I'm full time though, 'cause there's no way. On a work night? Fuck that. First stream I joined, wow, it's been a while. It has been a while, has it? It's like a month at this point. The Donathon was already a month ago. That's why we call out of work. Yeah, but I can't afford to lose my job. If I lose my job, there's nothing else in this area that I can do. So it's like, I really gotta kiss some ass until I can go full time because I really can't afford to lose that job. If I do, I'm cooked. Like, that's it. Hose me down, Slugger. What's up, Sharkies? Welcome to this. It feels like it's been a while. Hope you're feeling better, by the way, since I remember you saying you were sick. I hope you're feeling better. 2 days ago was my joining point. I remember that like it was 2 days ago. Getting better? That's good. I'm glad to hear it. Really? Yeah. Has been a little bit. I've been in Toronto. Hell yeah. How's that been? Hopefully you've been enjoying yourself. Too fucking hot. Fair. Yeah, it's been miserable lately. Like it has been bad. The New York Canada. So true. Went to the aquarium with a bunch of VTubers and then hit up karaoke. You love to hear it. VTubers are a fucking riot to hang out with in person. Post the pic in the Discord. I completely forgot. Hell yeah. Oh gosh. I eat Chinese by itself. Is that weird? I thought you said I eat Chinese by itself. Is that weird? I'm like, why the fuck would that be weird? No. A lot of people eat cheese by itself. It's a snack. It doesn't just have to be a part of something. You can just eat cheese by itself. Nothing wrong with that. I don't know why there would... No. In a broken world, something like that would be wrong, maybe. But not here. My friends call me weird. Your friends are weird, man. I don't know what to tell you. If your friends think eating cheese is weird, then they're clearly like, I don't know, they're strange ones. They're unique. My friends ain't friends half the time. You doing good yourself, Nose? I'm alright. Have you ever just taken a bite out of a cheese block before? I can fucking rip into some Gruyere. Some Parmesan. Some sharp cheddar. Some Gouda. I can rip into some fucking Gouda. Your friends are weird, man. Meanwhile, I like to think I'm friendly with Nose Man. We are frenemies. Because I can never tell if you want to see me win or you want to see me fall. So therefore, I mirror that energy. For me, it would be provolone. Yeah, provolone goes hard too. Provolone, I don't know. It's crazy because provolone doesn't taste like much by itself. But provolone adds so much flavor to like other stuff. It's insane to me how that works. Like how a cheese can taste like nearly nothing by itself. But then when you put it with stuff, it's like, holy shit. Whole new world of flavor. Like, I don't understand how that works or why. I want to see you win because it means a lot that I was here. What do you mean? I love provolone, me too. My favorite cheese to just annihilate is Wensleydale cheese with cranberries in it. That sounds kind of gross, but maybe it's not bad. Nothing like the sun setting-ish while watching Noseman yelling at my car to stop eating cardboard and paper. So true. What could be better than this? Cheese. What's better than this? Guys being dudes. I mean, being here with someone from pretty much the beginning is pretty cool. Yeah. And hopefully you guys, hopefully we're all right. because I'm feeling hopeful that I can make something out of this. I'm really hoping I can make something out of this, because like I've said it a million times, this will be a million and one. I just genuinely, this is my passion. This is all I want to do. This is the only real thing that I look forward to every day. So it's like the idea of being able to just like live off of being able to like entertain people and shit like that is genuinely, I think, just the simple pleasure in my life. And it's like the only real thing that brings me any sort of long-term enjoyment. What's up, Luna? Hi, hi, hi. And now you're at 200. So true. But yeah, no, I'm hoping it's not in vain, because there's always a part of me that likes to tell me that everything is in vain and everything won't work out. But I try not to listen to that part of myself, because it's very destructive. And it can lead to giving up prematurely. And I'm not going to do that this time. I've done it a lot, I'm not going to do that this time. I'm just going to like ignore that part of myself. Because man, if this isn't the only thing I want to do, then I don't know what is. I don't know, man, you're here now. Fair. Seems like it's all worked out so far. Yeah, thus far. I'm feeling generally pretty good about it. And I'm looking forward to seeing how it continues to develop. And the people we'll meet, and the places we'll go, and the things we'll do. Twitch partner, here we come, yeah. I'd probably cry if you left, because you're the only streamer I like watching and interacts with chat. Yeah, I try to. That's why I like being a variety streamer, so people don't count on me being good at a game that I'm playing. People just kind of count on me being funny, which, I mean, it's kind of a stretch, but nonetheless, I think it's like one of the main things I'm good at. Just kind of like saying stupid things. So it's like perfect. But there's always a certain amount of doubt that needs to be blocked out. Especially when it comes to somebody in my position, because I've gotten so incredibly lucky. And I've had people like Call Me Carson, like Velky, that have given me the opportunity to show myself on a platform bigger than anything I have accomplished up to this point. And from there, people can decide whether or not, hey, this person seems like somebody who I'd want to invest anything into, right? Time flies, it's already been 50 minutes, how? But like, you know, it's like people like that giving me the opportunity to show myself off and sell myself like a used car on their platform. If it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't be here. Like, if it wasn't for Popcast, if it wasn't for the Donathon, if it wasn't for really also all of the people encouraging me to do those things. There's a lot of moving pieces. And it's a lot to take in. But there's like I was saying, there's a certain amount of doubt that you have to sort of shun from yourself, because it's like, oh, there's a certain amount of thinking that it's just like having those connections and not actually you, it's just like who you know. And I know that's not true, but I always end up telling myself that, and I always end up having to sort of set myself straight, um, because I know it's not just my connections. I know people take value in my streams and my nonsensical just shit. Hi, whatever. Hi, hi, hi. I appreciate you, Nose, because you're humble. You don't understand how many people I know in this godforsaken industry takes them for granted. That's the thing. I couldn't take things or people for granted if I tried to. Like, that's the thing. I could never even consider taking those things for granted. And I'm just so eternally grateful for everything and everyone and everyone that's helped me the most minuscule amount. Or worse, seeing other VTubers as competition. And I try not to look at anyone as competition, you know, because to say that they're competition, it means that they're rivals. It means that they're people that I should work against. When really it's a matter of working together and establishing those friendships and establishing those partnerships and those connections, you know? Because I mean, I don't know. If you're seeing other creators as competition as opposed to like friends or like coworkers, then you're playing against yourself. 100%. And you're wasting your energy on thinking just normal people who are just trying to do the same thing that you're doing, you know, just entertaining people, making people laugh, being horny on main, you know, like they're doing what you want to do. And maybe they're a little bit further than you, or maybe they're a little bit smaller than you. You shouldn't see them as competition. You shouldn't see them as this titan or this mountain to be overcome or anything like that. You should see them as coworkers. Just maybe they've progressed a little more than you, and that's fine. That's the nature of the business. That's also why I hate people that obsess over numbers. Like, people that are obsessed with numbers and analytics, it's just like, more times than not, they're just not good company. And more times than not, they have ulterior motives when it comes to trying to establish a friendship or a partnership with you. That's something I've learned, especially lately. Like, if somebody you know is incredibly obsessed with analytics or numbers and things like that, and they're in the same, like, field as you, chances are they have ulterior motives. I mean, not 100% of the time, just in my experience. It really seems like it. That reminds me of someone. Can I rant a little bit? Go for it. I've been ranting this whole time. I haven't shut up. You can buy a lot of things, but you can't buy a personality. Exactly. You also can't buy friends. Or stats. Yeah, exactly. It's your job to not shut up. What do you mean by numbers, like math? No, not like math. I just mean like when it's statistical analytics, like viewers, impressions, likes, comments, favorites, reposts, the amount of followers somebody's gained in a stream, the amount of clips that were made in a stream. Just, I mean, like statistical analytics, like that. That's what I mean by numbers. Like money, exactly, exactly. I might get into numbers if I started content creating, but more of like viewer demographic data because I'm kind of a stats nerd, and that's fair. But to obsess over that, in such an unhealthy way that it leaks into your personal partnerships and your friendships and your relationships, then it starts to become a bit more of a concern. Because then you start making that like the reason you're doing it is for the numbers. Either to prove somebody right or to prove somebody wrong, or just to see how high you can go. It's just not the nature. It's just not why somebody should want to do something. I mean, I check my analytics sometimes, but not obsessive over it. I just like to have fun with it, and if people like that, then they can join with it. Exactly. I think it's alright to appreciate the numbers and be proud of yourself, but not let them drive you. Exactly. Yeah, that's the point that I'm making. Like, and especially seeing people who obsess with them to such a strong extent that they let it define themselves. Like, they let their numbers define who they are and what they do, and if their numbers are small, then they're bad. If their numbers are big, then they're good. Like that, those kinds of people. Those people more times than not aren't good company, and more times than not they have ulterior motives. And it's likely that they're looking at your friendship as more of a business perspective than anything. And that's something to keep in mind. And again, not 100% of the time, because at the end of the day, I'm not a therapist. I don't know people. I fucking hardly know myself. I'm just going based off of what I know in my own personal experience. And that's just what I've learned. So I used to be on a friend's stream a lot, but to cut a long story short, he eventually kicked me off his open mic policy stream and shut that policy down because I made a single off-color joke about Twitch botting and wasn't speaking enough. I wasn't making enough content. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's the worst. That's why I hate competition in education. The goal isn't to learn anymore. Exactly. It's just about beating. Bro had to come onto a stream and say literal slurs but yelled at me. Oh my god. Actual clown behavior. I don't understand it. I don't understand people like that. That's why I don't like company like that. Especially lately, I've just, but there's also a sense of being too paranoid about those sorts of things. Because sometimes people are well-meaning. And people will think that you're using them. Or you'll think that people are using you, when really that's not the case. But sometimes it is, so it's just important to stay aware and stay skeptical. But, like, reasonably skeptical. But that's horrible, Sharkies. I'm sorry you had to deal with that. I used to obsess over numbers, but I took a break from streaming until I did it for the right reasons. That's good. Yeah. I can sometimes get that way about numbers too, but I turn off my viewer count. I hardly look at it. Because the chat that is here matters more to me than the chat that isn't here. Because what does it matter what viewers aren't here, right? What amount of viewers didn't show up compared to last stream? So I don't look at my viewers much anymore. I just try and focus on giving the people that are here the best experience they can. And if more people come by and they like that energy and they want to stick around, then cool. If they want to dip after a couple of minutes, then that's fine. I'm not going to let that change. I'm not going to let that make me change my tune, if that makes sense. Because either they like it or they don't. And either they want to stick around for it or they don't. And that's just how it is. Either they like the cut of my jib or they don't. And I can't make them. Getting louder, speaking faster, moving faster is not gonna, like... It's more times than not, it's likely not gonna change anything. Competition in education is wild to me because I held myself to be average in middle high school and I've been doing fine education-wise. All it does is add stress for no reason on kids who should be spending time learning. Exactly. Because then it becomes a race. It's normal to get that way every once in a while. I did it very obsessively because I wasn't confident in myself. Yeah. And that's what it is most of the time. People are just, like, looking... Like it gives them self-worth. Like, they don't know if a joke is funny until chat says lol W or omega lol or kek W. And in a bigger way, they don't think they're funny unless they're maintaining a consistent amount of viewers. And if your viewers goes down, then it's like, oh, I did something wrong. I made a joke that wasn't funny, or I'm not talking enough, or I'm not doing this, not doing that. But genuinely, people are just going to like what they want to like, and people are not going to like what they don't like. At the end of the day. What's up, McFart? If I do stuff, I do it for fun. Always my family's dissed me so many times for wanting to do math, or like, because what about money? Like, what about it? Or why would you want to do music if you keep it to yourself? Music is made for everyone. I do it for me because I like it. I don't need to please someone to just do it. Exactly. I feel like not doing any trolling today. I mean, that's fair. You're entitled to that. I don't need you to rabble rouse every stream. You can be chill sometimes. We love you, Nose. Thank you. And I love you guys too. I used to want to be a VTuber or PNG tuber, and I was bullied for it, so I scrapped that idea and gave up. I still have all the papers of character development designing. The thing is, if you still have a passion for it, don't give a shit what people think. You think everybody in my life is like fully supportive of this? Because I can tell you that answer is no. But I'm not going to let that stop me. If I get bullied for it, then I'm just going to let them, you know, get that shit off their chest, and I'm going to go home and I'm going to start stream. Because it doesn't make a difference to me whether somebody like likes what I'm doing or not, because at the end of the day, it's not their life, and they don't have to be in my life if they don't like it. You know? At the end of the day, I'm doing what I want to do. I'm not going to do what somebody else wants me to do. Because like I said before, if we only have one life, if this is really it, I don't want to risk that. I don't want to risk wasting the only time I have on this earth not doing anything other than what I want to do. Like, I'm not getting an office job. I'm not settling down. I'm not doing any of that bullshit. I'm not getting a corporate job and wearing a suit and a tie and going in every day. I would hate myself. Because, you know, that's not what I'm made for. Can you clean that horse for me? I just did. I was bullied for being gay. Now look at me. I have so much lesbian sex. Hell yeah. That's exactly how you should do it. But genuinely, if this is the only time we have on this earth, then don't do anything else except for what you want to do. Seriously. Because otherwise, it's just a waste of life, and it's a waste of time, and it's a waste of energy. You shouldn't be doing anything else except for what you want to be doing. If you're in college for a major that you don't like, you're wasting your time. If you're in trade school for, you know, a trade that you don't want to do, but like felt like you needed to be accepted by your family or your friends, you're wasting your time. The main things that you should be pursuing in your life are the things that you want to be pursuing. Even if that means like taking risk and like not being entirely sure 100% of the time. Because I mean, you're given that passion for a reason, I believe. You were given a passion so that you could pursue it. And so that people could see you express yourself. I remember when I told my family about becoming a YouTuber at first, they told me not to do it and hated the idea. And now they support it and try to push towards YouTuber and streamer. That's good. That's really good. I'm glad I came across this place, such a nice community. I'm glad you came across this place too. Clearly you needed it. So I'm glad you got here when you did. Moshi, if you got a PSD, I could see about rigging you up a cheap starter live 2D. That's sick. Honestly, shout out to you, Sharkies. Who are they to tell you what you can or shouldn't do? Whatever you want, big or small, go for it and learn to take your opportunity and run with it. Yes. Facts. Preach. Genuinely. You should not be doing anything else other than what you want to do. That is just how it is. That is just how it is. Anything else is a waste of time and a waste of energy. Whether it be physical exertion of energy or mental energy, or stress created by studying something or doing something that you don't want to be doing. Like, I couldn't tell you the amount of times I've just sat, you know, I've just sat, you know, laying awake at night, just incredibly upset that I haven't already been doing what I wanted to be doing. Because I was afraid of mostly how my family would react to it. And just like buckling myself down at a part-time job that I absolutely despise and don't like going to at all. I mean, the best part of it is that it gives me enough time to try and juggle this with that. That is just about the best thing I have to say, but I hate my job, man. I hate working there. I hate going there every day. It feels like I'm stabbing myself in the chest every time I clock in. But like, it's worth it. It's worth it if it means I can pursue this. I could go on forever about my job, but I'm not going to. Because it's just, like I said, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time complaining about something that I, like, can't really change right now. It'll take time. What's up, Lofo? Welcome back. Luna's so awesome on Baby. On Baby. For real. Luna is in my top 3 mods. Genuinely. Of all time. The top 3 mods on my channel. She's in the top 3. On some G shit. If it makes you happy, it's the right choice. Yeah, for real. Goo Goo Gaga? Yeah. Ordered me some headphones today. They came in today. They're great. Hell yeah. I have some Sennheiser headphones that Alec recommended to me, actually. And they're so fucking good. They're my favorite pair of headphones I've ever owned. On some G shit. Sennheiser is a great band. Yeah. I have no complaints about them. Like, genuinely, these are my best headphones I've owned. They have, like, the best sound. We bought the PS5 Elite. Yeah. Cool. Hell yeah. Guys, when/if I can go full-time, the plan is to stream, like, so often. Like, I really want to stream more than I'm currently streaming. Because just being able to talk and interact with you guys and just see you guys having a good time with whatever I'm doing and you know, seeing you guys just enjoy yourselves is such a simple pleasure. Like, it's just so nice. It's a very, like, proud feeling. Daily streaming? Pretty much, yeah. I mean, with breaks, obviously, so I don't get burned out and start to hate it or something. Which I think would be very hard to do, but honestly, too much of anything is a bad thing. So I would take precautions as to make sure that I don't do that to myself. Because that's also a thing. People start off doing something that they love, but then they start focusing too much on the other aspects of it. Like, and they forget why they started doing it in the first place, and they start to hate it. I tried doing daily streams, but I'm on a mini break right now. Good. Everybody needs a break. I'm officially bankrupt after buying these headphones. Oh my gosh. Were they that expensive? the sad thing that audio equipment is so expensive for real. Especially audio equipment that's even, like, tolerable. It's just like, whoa, okay, you want something that's fine? Just give me your arms. Noseman X Mori Calliope collab? I don't know who that is. But I'm always down. I'm always open to collab. I'm always open to collab with people. I love collabing with people. It's fun. Collabs are goated. But who is that? Or what is that? No shot, brother. Yeah. I honestly love making content. It's so fun for me to just record and do it, and people are actually liking it, which is crazy to me. Yeah. Dude, it's great, isn't it? Like, it's just such a nice feeling to know that people like what you're doing. I feel like I recognize that name. I do not. It reminds me of Memento Mori, though. Which is like that Latin thing, like, remember that you have to die. Hololive? Okay. How was the date? I left minutes before it started. Oh, brother. No, it did not go well. It went well so unintentionally. But my humor was not a type of humor that Velky's chat was generally very responsive to. But also I was just awkward. When I saw I reached the 20 subs in the first months was crazy to me, and thinking people actually like my stuff motivates me more. It gives you such a drive. Because believe it or not, when you think you're doing something right, you tend to do it more. It went well so unintentionally because I did horribly. And that is undisputable. That is undeniable. That is just the objective truth. I did not do well. I didn't conduct myself very well. I was very awkward. But not even like really in a fun, like, sort of like Call Me Carson sort of way. It was like a like those episodes of TV shows that you find incredibly hard to watch sort of way. I'll be wingman for Noseman. That is like something like that is likely never gonna happen again. I got a plate full of that. The thing I don't like about Twitch is the affiliation stuff. I want my chat to have fun while I play games. What do you mean? Yeah. And it's just that, and the reason that goes so well, Bubble, is because that was streamed from Carson's perspective. It was streamed from the awkward person's perspective. So their chat knew what they were in for. This was streamed from Velky's perspective, in which the people did not know what they were in for. So it was such a stark contrast to what they're used to, especially considering this wasn't the first like VR chat date he's done with another creator. So people were not expecting the whole like awkward thing, and they did not generally take too kindly to it, considering it was just it wasn't an energy that I think a lot of them were expecting to see. But you can't win them all, and I ended up somehow getting people to say that it was a good date anyway, even though it just was not. And I will probably never watch that VOD ever. For the channel points, I need to be affiliated with Twitch or whatever it's called. Well, that's not that hard to do that, though. It's not, it's like the numbers are a lot easier than the numbers are for partner, for example. At the end of the day, you learned something. I'm gonna go watch the VOD solely for that moment. I'm so sorry. In advance. You are probably not going to enjoy yourself, or you're gonna think it's hilarious. I don't know. Gotta stop beating yourself up over the stream. The worst that happened was that there's two different sets of expectations that you couldn't have anticipated. You did the best you could, and that's all anyone could reasonably ask of another person. Yes, that's fair. And I'm not beating myself up over it as much as I'm just reasonably explaining why it did not go great. I'm not putting myself to blame for it because, I mean, no, I couldn't have anticipated that. And I was clearly just, you know, like, the audience was clearly just expecting some Beatles, and I hit them with some Imagine Dragons. So, like, it just was not exactly what they were, it wasn't exactly what they bargained for. And that's not my fault, but it did have an effect on the overall tone, I think. Because I will say, looking over at chat and seeing the increasingly not positive things that were being said was great. It was okay. I thought it was funny, but seeing the chat for Valky was a bit out of touch for me, so it was a huge contrast between chats. Was a bit crazy. Yeah. But also the amount of people feeling genuine pity for me was insane. It's like, oh, okay. They were definitely expecting something that I couldn't have given them. Now I really have to watch the VOD. Yeah, have fun. At least we know Smash Chatters get some fun out of it. Yeah. And I got some follows from people that are likely never gonna watch my stream ever. Nor do they care about who I am or what I do. So hey, truly took a dub, right? Seeing you lose in the years was top notch. I don't know much about that, so I refrain from commenting. I'm gonna check my mail in like 2 weeks. Yeah, you should do that. What kind of setup do you have, Nose? I have a laptop with like a small TV as an external monitor. I don't have a good setup at all. And it is not very stream friendly. It is like just enough for me to do some things. It certainly doesn't allow for as much as I would like to do on stream. Which is unfortunate, but like what can you do? What if I gave you $1 bajillion? That would really help out. What about mic-wise, or rather audio-related? I have a Blue Yeti running straight into my laptop. The only thing that's different about it is that I'm running it through some onboard effects in Streamlabs. Besides that, it's just entirely just the microphone plugged in to my computer. Let's go Blue Yeti. Yeah. How do you feel about the Yeti? I hear many people say they hate it. Yeah, because a lot of people don't know how to use it. I mean, if you know how to use it and you don't just set the gain up and get surprised when you hear a lot of background noise and your voice clips a lot. If you know how to work with microphones, you won't really have a problem with it. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. Everything I record is with a Blue Yeti, and people are always surprised when I say that because it doesn't sound like dog shit. When really, most people that use Blue Yetis are just like... they just don't really know how to set it up. Hi, PV. But yeah, no, the Yeti's alright. It's not a bad microphone. They're not optimizing it, pretty much, yeah. I don't know how to set up my Blue Yeti. This is true, exactly. See, if you set it up alright, then it'll sound, I mean, as good as a $100 USB microphone can sound. And I'm still here? Hell yeah. Glad you're still here, Moshi. England had the easy... Oh, you guys are still talking about sports. I don't know sports. I am a himbo. I dress in thigh highs, and I drink water through plastic bottles. That is my contribution to the conversation. I don't think I've ever heard It's Alright. It's great or it's terrible. No, it's an alright microphone. It does what it needs to do, and it's alright at it. I mean, I don't sound like shit, I would say. But if I get loud, then it starts to get bad. There knows. I also don't know anything about sports. Hell yeah. Thank you, Lofo. This guy really called himself a himbo? Fuck yeah, I did. What are you gonna do about it? You wear thigh highs? Yes. I'm gonna clip at what you said about your contribution. Cool. Thumbs up emoji. How do you set up a Blue Yeti properly? Well, first of all, you turn the microphone down in the microphone settings. That's the big thing. You turn it down to like 80 or 85, and you also have the gain all the way down. You don't have the gain up. That makes it bad. That's what makes it sound all Minecraft parody like. I can't do anything about it, or else the devastation will come. Yeah, you know. That smoking gun's always ready to fire. Any second you say anything, that smoking gun is always ready. And it is always devastating. Every single time. I'm scared of that smoking gun, I understand. What's a good mic gain? I have mine set all the way down, as low as it can go. You just have to be close to it when you're speaking. If the clips get annoying, just tell me. I'm an overthinker. I'm an overthinker too, so don't worry about it. I had mine at 100. Yeah, that's why your Blue Yeti sounds ass. Any microphone sounds ass if the gain's all the way at 100. You should never do that. But no, the clipping isn't annoying at all. I'm also an overthinker, so I get it 100%. Don't ever feel like you can't ask because you think you're annoying or anything. Trust me, it's okay. And if it ever gets to be too much, I'll let you know, honestly. Like, you guys have seen just about as stern as I'm going to get on stream. Like yesterday, I think it was Alec kept like bringing up a topic that I said to move on from. That was just about as stern as I'll get. So if you were there for that, I mean, I don't get mean. I just get like stern, like finger pointy. I felt like doing something that'll hopefully make someone proud, so I spent all day learning a Japanese dance called Sakura Sakura. And I feel proud of myself for doing something. Hell yeah, congratulations. I'm proud of you. And good for you for putting your mind to something. And then like actually following through with it. You're better than 90% of the population when it comes to doing anything. My parents don't love me enough to care? Jesus. That's kind of messed up. I'm the kind of guy who will sit in a restaurant waiting for food. If I have no one real with me, I'll never realize my food isn't there and just starve the whole time. Damn, Jesus Christ. My therapy senses are tingling. Interesting. Interesting words you're speaking there, my friend. What if we use some metal cleaner here? Finally got this sticker to artist from this one artist, and they sent this adorable drawing with it too. Let's go! I love little free little things that come with with stuff that you buy. Speaking of food, about an hour ago I said I'd eat. I still haven't eaten. Eat! Go eat! Go eat right now! Right now! Right now! Right now! Stop what you're doing. Stop what you're doing. Go what? Go eat. Eat food. Thank you for picking our nose. I'll eat in a bit, I promise. If by in a bit you mean right now, then I accept that. If by in a bit you mean in more than 5 minutes, go. Oh, gosh. How do I cross my fingers behind my back? Curious, yeah. Curious indeed. I skip school lunches because I feel not skinny enough. That is called an eating disorder. And that is something that you should work on. Because that's not healthy at all. And sometimes not eating enough is far more dangerous than overeating. Especially if you're still in school. If you're still in school, that means you're still young, unless you're in like college. Well, even if you're in college, that means you're still young. And that means you can bounce back from it a bit faster. Undereating is like just about as dangerous, if not more dangerous, than overeating. You can only cross your fingers behind your back if you've eaten. Yeah, true. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Yeah, it gives you an error. I've overeaten throughout my life, so I need to eat less. But you can eat less and not starve yourself, you know? Plus, there's also a difference between fasting and starving yourself. I'm going to give you a tip that changed my undereating habit. Muscles require a fast metabolism, and it's easier to turn fat into muscle. Yeah. What Sharky said. Plus, if you're under the assumption that you're not skinny enough, I think 9 times out of 10 you're most certainly skinny enough and you just have like severe body dysmorphia. Like most of the time your views of your body are highly distorted. Like from how other people see your body. That's also why most people think they're ugly when they're just not. Because I mean, you see yourself 24/7 and you know you can pick apart every little insecurity, every little sort of imperfection. And you're just way more critical of yourself than you are of anybody else. But there are some people that are as critical of other people as they are of themselves. And those people are miserable. And you don't want to be like them. For me, I'm just lazy. My body type seems fine. I could work on my muscles, but other than that, I'm fine. Yeah. But Mochi, please don't let your distorted view of yourself change, like, how you treat yourself. Most people usually see the smallest detail of their imperfections thinking people are going to see that, but in reality we won't. Yeah. And the thing is, even if we do see your imperfections, we don't care as much as you do. Especially if, like, you're a good person. Most of the time it's just something that adds to your character more than anything. Like, IRL, I have a scar on my face. Which is something I used to be really self-conscious about. I used to hate my face because I have a scar on like my left cheek. But over time I just learned to not care as much because, like, you know, your MC scar, what do you mean? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Your main character scar? Yeah. You bet your ass. Uniqueness is awesome. It is. I remember how much I hid my face during COVID to the point I wanted a mask to cover my full face, and I was super shy and hated everything about me. Then people started saying you have pretty eyes. Hell yeah. I remember I was so happy to tell someone about me being 2 weeks clean of self-harm and they made fun of me, but now I'm out here a month clean and we're no longer friends. Good for you. And I'm incredibly proud of you. Because a month? That's insane. Like, that's actually insane. And I'm not going to act like it's not. Because a month clean, that's incredible. Like, that's like 30 whole days. And that was at a point where you were proud of just 7. And now that's like 4 times as many days. That's incredible. And good for you for cutting them off as well, because they sound miserable. They sound like a very miserable person to be around, and they probably just would have held you back in the long run. So good for you. In multiple accounts. quick maths. That wasn't quick maths. I took a solid 30 seconds to piece that one together. That actually made me smile good. Because I mean it. After that stage of my life, I know why people say a smile goes a long way or a little compliment is all it takes. Because it's true. It's true. But so many people are always so focused on, oh, me. Oh, what I'm doing. How I feel. How what you're saying affects me. People would rather say, oh, talk of self-harm makes me uncomfortable. I don't want to talk about that. Or just avert the conversation to their own progress and how they're doing on their self-harm. But genuinely, sometimes all it takes. That's all it takes. And a lot of people don't realize that. But they expect it from everybody else. But they don't want to give it to people. Humans are diseased. That's why I like to make people smile, just a little something going about their day. That's why I'm such a jokester. Genuinely. Sometimes, you know, it's just all somebody needs. They could have had the worst day of their lives, and if you tell a joke that they like, then they'll forget about it for a little bit. Which is incredible. And that's such a cool thing to be able to do. Like I don't know. It's an honor. It is the highest honor. Story time, I got at a bus and then off a bus and I walked home. End of story. Incredible. Stanley Kubrick might be calling you up about that one, because that's wild. For me, a compliment is all it takes to make my day. Boom. Case in point. Is there any way I can, God, that's so inconvenient. I really enjoy it. Dude, McFart being genuine for once? What the heck is going on? Bringing the goodness out of everyone this stream. You love to see it. Oh gosh. Same unless it's an old person, then it doesn't count for me. Damn. Rest in peace, old people, I guess. Quite literally. Oh, man. I used to absolutely hate compliments and would deny them. I finally learned to accept and appreciate them and convert them into a sort of mini drive for my day. This doesn't mean I always need compliments. Yeah, that's fair. Compliments are nice. To know that you're doing well enough for somebody to feel the need to tell you that you're doing well is great. And it's reassuring. And it's, like you said, a mini drive. Because I feel like, at the end of the day, everybody needs validation. Unless you just absolutely 100% trust yourself all day, every day, all of the time. In which case, I'm so happy for you. Because that is not me. And that could never be me. Like, man. Like a USB drive, that's a mini drive, Jesus. Good one, bro. You, sir, have won the internet for that one. We being kind out here on some real shit. That's what you love to see. They call me the comedian. I get that reference. If the USA is so great, why do we have a USB? That's a tweet right there. That's a tweet right there. And then we have the United States before Christ, because apparently that spin-off needs to exist. USB-C. Of course, that just has to be a thing in the woke American times. Everyone show your appreciation and give Nose a compliment? Why would you do that when you could give yourselves a compliment? Because you all have been doing great. And you all need to give yourself more credit. Is what I have to say about that. I remember when teachers would say, oh, if a boy's mean to you, he likes you. Girl, that's why now I don't care if you insult me at the end of the day. If you say you love me, I love you, even if you hit me or something. Damn. Well, I mean, I hope you mean hit you in like a friendly way and not like an abusive way. Because you shouldn't love somebody if they do that to you. Even if they say that they love you. How much you bet we can do it? We can't. Damn. Sag. Whatever, I didn't need it anyway. I'm a sucker for praise at times. We all are. And it's a part of being human and wanting to be validated and wanting to know that you're doing a good job. It's just a part of the shtick. Nose is a sucker for my mom. Devastating. Jesus Christ. Like when you don't get compliments or any attention from people of your age and all that stuff. In my case, you start not to trust compliments because one, beauty is in the average eye of the beholder, and two, it's a rare occurrence. In my case again. That's fair, yeah. Guys, go goober mode. What does that mean, McFart? What does that mean when you say that? Go goober mode? Like, what does that mean? Aye, aye, Captain. It means what it means. You know what? I guess you're damn right. You're damn right it does. By the way, shout out to the lurkers. If you're just lurking, sitting utterly by, studying, spacing out, going to sleep, shout out to you. Because you're awesome. Yeah, Luna, what's up? I'm just vibing. Good. Good. Hi, Gims. Good to see that you're here. Feels like it's been forever since I've seen your name here. Galofa wants to say thank you for being our mini outlet nose. My days are actually really nice and calm while I watch your streams, and it keeps me away from the noise. Also, keep being cute. Thank you, Lofo. I'm glad you enjoy it. I'm just happy that you guys like what I have to offer. Yeah, shout out to the lurkers. I love lurkers. I love lurkers. I've been playing with friends more often. Good. Social interaction is key. Hey, Nose, can you make me some hot chocolate? Oh, what kind? What kind of hot chocolate do you like typically? Like peppermint, white chocolate, milk chocolate? Like what are you talking here? I'll see what I can do. I need friends? Unironically, I feel like communities such as mine are great places to make friends. But really, any YouTuber community, any community in which you all sort of get along in the same, like over the same things, that's a great way to make friends. Are we friends, those? Are we friends, though, Nose? Well, I don't know you two personally. I'd say we're well acquainted. But I don't know you on an incredibly personal level that I would a friend. I gave up on dating a long time ago. It's humiliating, really. I'm not like a lot. And the current situation, the gay community seems to be focused on the jock model bod. Not really. You just have to find the right people. Because you'll find somebody that likes you, I'm sure. You just have to keep looking. It's not that the gay community is focused on one body type or another. That's just not true. And I'm not saying that to invalidate you or anything. I'm just being genuine. Like, that is just not true. What you're thinking. That's not a logically sound way of thinking. I know everything about Nose. We are great friends. I even know his credit card info. I wouldn't know if you knew that or not. And that's concerning. Very concerning. Shh, don't tell him I know. You say in a highlighted message. That I can see. Even more so because you highlighted it. Having the chill vibe and relaxing after a long day, that's good. Sometimes I mistake my chill vibes for boring vibes, and I hope my chill vibes aren't boring. Especially because I pride myself in being a sort of break from the constant noise. Are we sure because it's on average that's true? That's the reason Grindr is as popular as it is? I suppose so. But not... People that I've met have been very receptive of all sorts of different people. So I think you're just not around the right people. I'm gonna have to go. My phone locks at 9:30. It's 9:25, so nighty night, y'all. Good night, Mochi. Have a good day. Hope you sleep well and have a good day tomorrow. Try to eat something tomorrow. I think it's supposed to be a joke, also known as humor. Don't take it literally. I take everything seriously 100% of the time. This is a no-nonsense stream. Are you kidding me? No-nonsense stream over here. We only talk about the way things used to be over here. Guys, I just nuked an orphanage. Now, why would you go and do that? Like that's not cool at all. Why the fuck? Why? Like, what do you get out of that? That's so stupid. Can we time that guy out for 10 seconds for nuking an orphanage, please? That's just completely uncalled for. If I do say so myself. Gosh darn it. Not again. Best friends, sure, very accepting, but dating, that's a whole other story. No, that's what I'm talking about. You can find very accepting people in the dating community. You just have to find the right people. Genuinely. That's all it is. Because I have met way more accepting people of different body types in a partner than maybe you feel like there is out there. Because genuinely, that community is so accepting. Because like one of the pillars of that sort of, one of the big pillars of that community is acceptance. I mean, it is just a part of it. Finding the right person goes hard for real. You're good, Luna. That'll teach him his lesson for nuking an orphanage. Did you learn your lesson, McFart? I don't want you to ever do that again. Ever, and I mean it. Don't ever nuke an orphanage again. Bad. Hey, Princess Lunabelle. I had a whole goddamn essay typed out and it got deleted because I got timed out. Damn. Surely it was something of substance. Be faster next time. Can we time Luna out for not timing him out fast enough? I hope it was an apology for nuking an orphanage for real. Nar, don't time Luna out. So true. You can try, but it'll demote me. Yeah, let's not do that then. It's not worth the 3 lol W's we'll get in chat for it. It's a lot of effort, really. Slash timeout, Princess Lunabelle. Thank you, Chi. Much appreciated. Jarvis, can you throw back like a real one? climbing out Luna right now. Think about what you did for real. I think I fixed my Discord not wanting to stream anything, by the way. Hell yeah. I'm just saying I haven't seen it. And I really don't know what the supposed right person is. I don't have preferences of anything towards anyone when dating. That'll just make it easier. You just have to look more. If you haven't found the right person, then just continue looking. Because, I mean, there's 8 billion people on this planet. You can't expect to find your soulmate, the person you're going to spend the rest of your life with in the first 20 years of your life. That's just impossible. Very seldom does that ever happen. And really, it is just as simple as that. You can't expect to meet your soulmate so soon. Especially in your local area. It's incredibly unlikely. Typos are against me, what the hell? Chatters. We all play a game together, huh? Guys, this community sucks. It's not extremely toxic and people aren't saying racial slurs. Y'all suck. Okay, thank you, McFart. Best thing I can say about relationships is find someone you feel comfortable with, you can communicate clearly with, and can understand each other. Yeah. Cue laughter? You the laugh track. Gay dating, so take 10% of that 8 billion people and take travel distance into account. Exactly. Well, I mean, travel distance is a big thing because, like, you know, especially when it comes to gay dating. Like, you can't expect to find somebody right away. That's even more of a reason of why you haven't found somebody already. Guys, I lost my subby. I'ma cry. That's upsetting. Who let McFart lose their sub? What the fuck? That is not the gift sub sound I made. Thank you so much, though. Thank you so much, Luna, for the gifted sub to McFart. Thank you. You're legendary. You're an actual legend for that one. Luna back at it again for real. Enjoy the ad-free experience, King. Thank you so much. Being a legend is always for real, for real. On some for real, for real. But yes, thank you again, Luna. You're very cool for that. And I'm sorry for telling people to time you out. Luna being a good mod once again for real. Like, what the heck? One last thing about being Demi is that if your relationship fails, you lose both a best friend and a lover. Yeah. That's very true. Oh, guys, by the way, Noseman is here. Let's give him some appreciation for streaming today. You don't need to do that. You don't gotta do that. I'm here. We vibing. Thank you, Noseman. You're welcome. It's an honor to be able to entertain you people. You wonderful people. Thank you, Nose. Thank you, Nose. Of course. Like I said, it's an honor. And it's not something I need to be thanked for also. Thanks, I guess. Nose, you're welcome, I guess. Thank you. Also, gay dating, so forget about natural chances like common places, bars, common activities, etc. Most of it reduces till we match the next platform. Not really. I mean, some places just aren't as welcoming of those communities as other places. So, I mean, maybe think about where you're living and how that could affect the situation, instead of treating it like a matter-of-fact, set-in-stone thing that's never going to change. Because probably in 10 years, you're not going to be living in the same place you are now. Chances are. So you can also take that into consideration and bring that into the equation. Because that's also just as big of a part of it. Gay dating can happen in those places still, just less, exactly. Back to creating chaos, you ready, Nose? I don't know that I am. I do not know that I am. Used up all those chaos points earlier. Yeah. I used up all my cringe points earlier today, man. I'm sorry. I'm fresh out. Okay, that's fine. There will be no chaos this stream. Why do I feel like you don't mean that? Guys, I mean that. Do you? Do you really? Causing a ruckus to McFart is like water to SpongeBob. I need it. If he goes 30 seconds without rabble rousing. You can't ask out in bars. Dudes will probably go from a simple no to being aggressive, so better to play safe, yeah. But that's also why gay bars exist. I wonder what happens when my HP bar hits 0. Hey, it was a good hour. You know what? You're right, man. You're right. You're right. I'll give credit where credit is due. You're doing better lately at not at knowing when to mellow out. And you've been doing a good job this stream, I will say. I'm proud of you, McFart. And I mean it. I'm not just saying that to yank your chain. I mean it. McFart being a person. Wild. Guys, does Nose mean it? Okay, okay. Taste my own medicine. Who up yanking they chain right now? Thank you. Thank you, Mischivio. Another brilliant Mischivio production. You have to move it so that you can get the bits that aren't cleaned. Nah, but IRL, I'm really chill. I don't know why I'm so wild in here. You gotta... You simply gotta counter... You gotta be the counterweight, you know? Another satisfied customer. So true. So true, man. You're so real for that. No. No. I was being pretty wild in the call yesterday. You were. It also doesn't help that I read Wattpad, but that's another story. That is an entire other story. RL, I've been told I have a scary presence, and I'm very reserved and quiet. The only thing that changes when I go online is that I become a total yapper sometimes. And sometimes that's all you gotta show people. You gotta show people that you're willing to just yap. You're willing to just yap, and put yourself in those sorts of social situations. Sometimes that's really all it takes. Especially if that's like a big part of you. Then like all the more reason to show people that side of yourself. Because everyone loves a good yapper. Case in point, me. I mean, hey, I love to yap and go crazy sometimes. That's just who I am. So true. Spire ring. Ariel, I'm quiet until I trust someone, then I become unhinged. That's fair. I feel like that's a lot of people, honestly. Everybody has that sort of introverted nature. But then the more you know somebody, the more you feel like you could be your true selves around them. And then it's just like, yap. Which isn't a bad thing for the record. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm that same way. About to yap your ear off? Hell yeah. If I ever become too much in a caller chat, tell me because I'm most likely stuck in my mind. Fair. And I'll be sure to. Because I don't have a hard time being honest with people like that. Because I know in the long run, it's always better to be honest than not be honest, and then they don't know. Real honesty is so goated for real. And there's still not enough of it. Let's go. Easy claps. So free. Being honest is funny because no one expects it. Especially these days, man. My god. Alright. I think that's where we'll end it on the game for today. To be honest. It is 10 p.m. My god. Hi, Worm. Hi, hi, hi. How the hell is it almost 10 p.m.? I did not see that coming at all. What's up, big worm? Ugh. It's almost 4 a.m. Jesus. Nana knows. Have a good rest to meet the day tomorrow. So true, so true. Thank you, Mischievia. I'm still streaming for like probably a couple more minutes. I just didn't realize it was getting so late so fast. What about 5 more minutes? Yeah, I'll stream for 5 more minutes. Another map? Fuck that. No offense, but like, fuck that. Eggs. Eggs? Yes, eggs. Ah, eggs. Eggs. Are you making breakfast again, Worm? For real. Reminds me of when Worm made, like, chicken and waffles in my chat. Egg. Waffle. Syrup. Chicken. Sadly, no. So unfortunate. So freaking unfortunate. Egg. Waffle. Syrup. Chicken. Thank you, Soren. Honestly, you guys are the best chat on Twitch. Unbiased. I'm eating waffle right now. Are you? What time is it for you, Chi? Is it the same time for you that it is for me? The best. Best. Yes. You are my favorite chat. 6:49 p.m. Okay. That makes sense. Waffle dinner. I love a good waffle dinner. But man, that was today was the day. Today was quite the day. My dinner about to be nothing. Okay. Yeah, they were kind to me, McFart. No reason to bring down the banhammer. It's whisper time, but because it's PST. Okay, I get it. You're funny. Can I banhammer someone? Absolutely not. Except for Luna, she's not kind on baby. What do you mean? She literally gifted McFart a sub. Like, that is so kind. That is incredibly kind. Ban me? Do it. Don't do that. Yeah. Meow. I hereby ban Soren. Banhammer me. Why are you guys asking to be banned? Ban equal funny. Actually. His name is Fartface the 60th. You can't not give him a sub. That's factual. That's actual factual. Why are you sighing, worm? Why are you sighing? Did the early bird finally get to you? Remember when I was subbed? It was a long time ago. I have a very bannable face. I know, ban. Good. What do you mean you have a bannable face? The date went well today, chat. The date went well. It went badly, but like in a good sort of way. The date did go well, yeah. I mean what I said, and I said what I mean. Double down? Why don't you? It was. Goofy. I'll still stream again tomorrow. The date was awesome. Definitely would watch again. I don't know that I'll watch it again, but it went well. I'll still stream again tomorrow because I want to. And you know what? Who's to tell me I can't freaking stream if I want to? Y'all making me jealous that I missed it? That's why there's a VOD, baby, a VOD, a video on demand of every single second of it. Every single painful second of it. So you're all good. You didn't miss a thing. Oh. Time to watch the VOD. You can stream if you wanna. If a VOD is a video on demand, is a god a guy on demand? Then no, these are the real questions. Big Worm, go watch that VOD. If you want to. You don't have to if you don't want to. But if you want to, then freaking go for it, bro. Now that's a tweet. Is a COD a car on demand? Yeah. Yeah. And a BOD is a ban on demand. Is a nod a nose on demand? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Merp. Gonna get a little epic up in here. Merp. Try not to laugh challenge. Damn it, I was gonna say the bot joke. It's okay. It's okay, you got the next one. You got the next one, Lofo. It's okay. No sweat. Merp, so funny. Try not to laugh challenge. Beep. I failed the try not to laugh challenge. Did you actually? No shot. No shot. You're joking, G. You didn't. No shot. What about Meep? Meep. Merp. Beep. Burp. Bleh. Yeah, seriously, I exhaled at that one. That's kind of funny. Thank you. That's Can we do a quick try not to laugh challenge? I don't know about that. Not on stream. Maybe if you guys want to join the VC after stream real quick, and we'll do a try not to laugh challenge of some sort. We could do that. First to laugh is gay. Genius. Yeah, we could do a try not to laugh challenge together. If you guys would like to join voice chat, the server VC after stream, we could do that. I just don't know about React content on stream right now. Yeah, right now I'm eating away from computer. Sad face. Aww. Come on. So sad. I could pass any try not to laugh challenge? Sure. I'm eating at my laptop, so I'm good. I thought you said I'm eating at my laptop, I'm so good. That's what I thought you said. I was like, whoa. Crazy how much one word changed. Like, crazy how much that, like, affects the statement. I can pass every try to cry challenge. Do you need a hug, man? Sounds like you need a hug. I almost said I'm eating my laptop. I'm eating my laptop. Good for you. Good for you. I hear laptops. Eating keyboards is good. Eating keyboards is good, especially if you're a bodybuilder, because they have a lot of macros. Dude, that was a good joke. Holy shit. That was actually kind of goated. They have loads of iron. Bah! Good one, comedian. Ban this man. That joke was too funny. Control plus C. Control plus V. Man, I kind of want to control plus X that joke. Control plus W, what does that do? I don't even know what that does. Do you guys like the lo-fi music in the background of my streams? I think it always fits the vibe, no matter what I'm doing. I can ignore it and it's nice. Fair. I want to set up a virtual audio cable soon enough so I can listen to my actual music on stream. And that'll also make karaoke streams a lot easier so I won't get DMCA'd. Can you do Control plus Shift plus Alt plus Win plus L, please? No. I don't have the time. Pretty good, not pretty food. Okay. Glad to hear it. Real. Because what you guys don't know about me, you guys, well, maybe some of you don't know this too well about, I can actually kind of sing. Like, to some extent. Gonna control or delete my RN. You're right now? Really? You can sing? That's insane. Yeah. On my Discord, if you go to announcements, you can see like some covers that I've uploaded. The most recent one I've done is just guitar, like instrumental, but the other stuff is vocal stuff. The joke is that I already deleted the self and myself. Okay. You guys want to hear my Windows impression? Pretty good, right? That one too. Oh, my bad. Whoa, that's a good impression. Thank you. Sounded just like it. I know. I'm just that freaking good. What can I say? What can I say? Alright. You're just that freaky? I know. But yes. I think I'm going to end stream now. You can go to national TV with that nowadays. So true. I'm gonna end stream now. I'm gonna take a minute and then I'll be in VC for the people that want to do the try not to laugh. So yeah, thank you all for coming out. I'll be back tomorrow with some stuff. With some streams, with some yapping. You know how it is. Yeah, gute Nacht. That was horrible. Good night, ladies and gents. Thank you all for coming out. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye. Oh, wait, new follow, R Legacy 501. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you for joining the community. I hope you're doing well. I'm sorry that you followed just as stream is ending. I hope you're a lurker that decided to follow. But yes. Hope you all sleep well. And I'll see you all tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Twitch partner, here we come. Yeah, baby. Woo! All right.